And in this way, you can start to put together the collage that is a video project. We're working between two video tracks. We have our transitions layer. We can add text over the top, and once again, I can grab a hold of any element and pull it, decrease the size, the overlap for my transitions, adding transitions through this transition tab, dragging, dropping. Now, in some other video editors, you might find that there are a series of video effects that you might be able to add to it. It's a relatively lightweight package that you have here. Using the colors, you can change the brightness, the hue, the saturation. Once again, you get there by double clicking on the video or on a still image and then clicking on effects. And notice down here at the bottom you get some other ones like grayscale or old film, film grain. These are just a few effects that you can add, and if you click on, then it applies it to just that clip itself. Click Save. The one final tool that I want to show you before we export this out as a final document, a video file, is the drawing tool. This is something that's a bit unique to JCut. If I click on the drawing tool here, I get this settings menu. Choose a piece of media. I'm going to choose this big wave. Now I'm going to click the drawing tool. Gives me a line color, a line shape, a line thickness. And what I do is I can go right over into my preview window and I can create this drawing. So what I'm doing is I'm just holding down the mouse and I have my color and line selected. And what I did is I just highlighted this surfer coming down this gigantic wave. Notice that when I did that, it created a new track called Drawings, and it put the drawing right there on that track. Once again, I can expand it, decrease it, but when my playhead goes over the top of it, notice that then the drawing comes up right here in the preview window. You can add a drawing. It's an optional piece in the assignment, but it's something unique to JCut. And it lets you add your own annotations to your videos, which could have a useful application. Now let's look at the elements that we've added to our project. We have two video tracks, video A and video B. It starts with video B, which is a black JPEG, and there's some audio. It moves over time into a transition where video B and video A overlap between this black JPEG into the first video clip, and that dissolves right in. Also here at the playhead we have this text layer, which is a title. As the playhead moves, it plays through the clip, and then an overlap between video A and B show the two tracks, and there's a transition applied between the two tracks which dissolves from clip A to clip B. We then play across this clip into a transition that goes into this image of a big wave. We added the draw tool right on top, and then we have this drawing attached to it. And then we get down to a transition back into black, and all the time we're playing this audio file. Let's look at it in real time. We'll play it right here in this thumbnail window. We'll click Preview Movie. It'll render and play from the beginning. Some of the key takeaways here are if you want to add if you want to change a specific clip, just double click on it. If you want to change the settings for your audio track, just double click on it. And it takes you to the settings tab, which then by scrolling up and down, you can do things by muting or changing the volume. If you're in a video file and you click on it, you can click your video effects. This is an interesting one. You can adjust the speed, whether it's playing at 100% or whether you slow it down or speed it up. And you have this effects tab over here where you can apply some effects, change the color, etc. You can access your videos, your images, your audio, sort of in this library. And what you'll find is that when you come into JCut next time to open your next new project by clicking New, all of your files will still be available for you. So even though you're working on a different project, your files remain the same. But what we have here on the timeline basically fulfills the requirements of the assignment. We have an audio track, we have a fade in, we have a fade out. Between the two video tracks we have a few clips, a still image, and some transitions. We've added some simple text to it, and we're pretty much ready to go. The final step, at least within the video editor, and always continue to click Save. If you want to open a previously existing file that you've edited, go ahead and click Open here. But when it's time to export it out, click Publish, Download Movie. And when you do that, I'm going to click English, it looks like. I get this pop-up window, and it asks me how I would like to publish my movie. Now, we have some preset templates here for the web and for mobile, so if you're looking for that, go for it. For this assignment, click PC Computer and click the Next button. We have three options. We discussed these in class a bit. QuickTime, Xvid, and Flash Video. Basically what we're looking at if we click the QuickTime option is an MPEG-4 file type using the H.264 encoding standard. That's going to work for us. So we're going to click on this. Note that the file size that's being exported is 640 by 480, which is a relatively standard convention for online video. Go ahead and click the QuickTime movie and then click Next. The way that JCut works is then you enter in your email address, and it already has one on file for you. I'm going to utilize my UNM address and click Next. Once your movie started to export, you get a window that says your movie is being processed. This may take a few minutes depending on how long your movie is. Once you're finished, this movie will then be emailed to you via a link. You can right click on that and say Save File As, or you can click on the link and it'll open it up in a browser window, and then go up in your browser and say File, Save Page As or File As, and it will save your movie file. For this assignment, we're going to save our files and then upload them into YouTube. So please be sure to download your file. You can click this button, email me when my export is done, or just click the X button, and we're good to go. I think that pretty much wraps up creating a new project and utilizing the timeline and all the different features in JCut. Our next tutorial is going to look at uploading that file that we just exported out into YouTube. Thanks.